After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 582. Today is Tuesday, December 19th, 2023, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Tali, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad to have you with us. We do have a new member, and I forgot to write her name down at the PHN group.
Oh yeah, I let her in last week.
What was her name? I thought I want to say Lee or Leslie. I forget.
It's too long.
I'm sorry, I didn't remember to write you down, but I do know you're there. I welcomed you on the forum, and we're glad to have you with us. If you are new, we hope you find something that you enjoy. If you are returning, we hope. Well, we're always glad to see you. And if you're in the shadows, either new or returning, we hope that you become official. Just gently hit the little button on your right, the subscribe button. And tap the little bell so you can get your notifications. If give you a couple, 3 options of how you get those notifications. And if you want to take part in the alongs and all that kind of stuff, you need to be part of the PHN home group, which is where that person joined us. Mm-hmm. Just follow the link in the description box below the video. We'll let you in. Okay, we just want to make sure you're not a robot. Okay, yeah. Okay. Tea and stuff.
Yes. I think I went first last time, but I'll just do it this time as well. And you'll just go first with the projects this time as well. Because we both are the same, right? You have 3, I have 3.
Well, as far as I know, I have 3, yeah.
Yeah. So, in my Plum Deluxe vintage snowman mug, I think they called them vintage. Mm-hmm. I have my Earl of Grey. So.
And I have a vintage mug. It's up there.
The Earl of Grey, I should say who does it's not Plum Deluxe. This is T-Spot.
Right.
Sorry, go
on. My vintage mug is a Santa Claus, and it's up there. And I could get up and get it, but I don't feel like moving.
We're on a bit of a time crunch today because
this week and next week you're probably going to get shorter podcasts because it's the holidays.
Yeah, well, Christmas is right before our normal. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Mm-hmm. We'll have to see what happens with Christmas because Dad's home.
Oh, well, we'll manage.
Yeah.
We always do when he's
Even
home.
we have to push it off a day because I was just thinking about it.
Well, he'll be home the whole time.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the day after Christmas will be the best or not.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So, you might... We tend to be flexible on our day.
We have to be.
Yeah. So, sometime during Christmas week, you will see us just like you normally do during the week.
Yeah.
Sometime during the week.
Most likely it would be a Wednesday.
Yeah. And then we also have the Friday...
Live stream.
Well, Zoom
right before for the Patreons.
The Patreon Zoom.
Right before New Year's Eve. So, or New Year's Eve. So that's all that's going to go off. But the 2 podcasts will probably be somewhat truncated because we just wanted to touch base with you. We probably won't have a lot of projects to show. We just want to say hi and touch base with you that way because time is just going too fast and we have things going on. So. But we want to say hi. We want to spend time with you all. So, okay. My tea is, this is the mug I want to do because I want to. This is my new mug. It's the one I didn't pay for because I had a big enough order for Christmas and I got it just before they ran out.
The Christmas ones for not Plum Deluxe.
Adagio.
For Adagio, both been kind of special because you got yours in free with an order and you got like one of the last ones of that particular one. Mine, someone gave me hers. And actually, I don't even think I got hers. I think that...
You got the new one.
I got a new one. Like, she worked something out with them. I don't know. I didn't have the one with the lid that didn't fit quite right. Or if I did, I didn't notice it.
Right. And I have another one from that year as well that I also did not pay for. But, I forgot to bring the spice rack in. That's important.
Yes, it is. So
just give me 5 seconds because this is important. It's kind of funny.
So we have going on for the current alongs. We have the Toy Along 2023. This began in October. It ends in December. All the pertinent information is in the PHN home. But this is just when we make toys. It's knitting, crocheting, paper crafts.
Knitting, weaving.
Yes. So anything that you can make makes sense.
That fits the
Feature
parameters.
patterns and yarns in our group will merit 2 chances of prize. Is FO only. Francis and Gypsy Designs toy patterns. Bakery Bears toy patterns. Crochet and Hoovian. Joanna Johnson. Mom Cook. Chronically Crocheting.
The yarns from me and from Laura.
Yes. So,
Good job. Okay, and everything is in the hashtag is PHN Toy 2020.
It's in the- it's in the group.
It's in the group. The Out with the Old Cal Lau also has just about a week and a half left. It's finishing all the things. No new starts past September 30th. Everything is finishing. Okay, and all the rules are in the group. The hashtag is PHN Out with the Old 2023. The featured yarns and featured patterns. Anything by me, anything by Talia, anything by Laura in terms of yarns and patterns. The paper craft, since this is new, I will give you some ideas. If you're doing a dollhouse or you're doing a paper family and you have little dresses and things like that, that's something that be continued.
Yeah.
That can be fitted in here. The last one is our year-long, which is PHN Movie Night Make-Along, and this has anything to do with movies. We've discussed ad nauseum what we mean by
and that's
this.
in the group, and honestly, that's
And this ends midnight. All these end midnight going into January 1st. Okay, all the featured yarns, featured patterns are the same, with the caveats that we've mentioned for the toy along. That for the multiple chances at a price, it's all in there.
It's in the group. If you are taking part, you have to be in the group anyway. So just make sure you look at the rules.
Yeah, and normally I will go through this about once a quarter, but in the interest of time, just go look at the group. Okay, it's all there. If you have questions, tag me, tag Talia. Well, Talia doesn't ever
You
Instagram.
you have to Instagram me.
her. Rena is very good about answering questions. We have some quasi moderators who are very good, and Rena always tags me.
On the Instagram, I do have a post. Looney Hiker has a new pattern that's on sale. So I do have information about that on the PHN Instagram. I reposted it. So
What was that? Was that a pair of mittens? Yeah, I haven't seen it
it's
yet.
her mittens pattern.
I haven't seen it yet.
I reposted to the PHN Instagram, so it has the pertinent information.
She's very talented. She's done patterns where she's actually donated patterns for us before. She's very talented. She's done socks, now the shawls, and now she's done the mittens. I think this is her first mittens.
It is, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, and this is hashtag PHN Movie Night 2023 on Instagram. All right, so moving into the whips and things. Okay, in my Knitter's Magic.
Knitter's Magic.
Why do I have knitting?
Oh.
Knitter's Magic.
Soft bag.
Soft bag. My dark lavender flowers on a dark field bag. This is a really nice bag. It's really soft. It's a person who makes bags for her specifically. And like I said, my only beef with it, I wish it has a zipper. But other than that, I love it. I have 2 or 3 of this woman's bags, despite the fact that they don't have zippers. She has lots of pockets on the inside, which I love. This is my Welcome Little One project from the On the Porch blanket pattern by 5410 Studios. This is in my Bare Necessities colorways, and I did a little bit of work on here. Not a whole lot. I think I did basically what you saw on the podcast last week, because busy this week. But you can see it's pretty. It's a very, I do like it. If you want to do interesting textural type things, but they aren't really hard patterns, and if I say they're not really hard, they're not, because I'm a very novice knitter, maybe an advanced novice knitter, and
That's not a hard pattern.
I can do this. Okay.
Yeah, that's very simple.
It's a very nice pattern, and they have several. For a long time, they were doing a lot of freebies, and I picked them up. Maybe they weren't all free. Maybe I got them when they were free, like they were on sale or something. I don't know. But I picked up a lot of them on free, and they're just really. I like to promote them whenever I can, because they're really very good. This is the first one that looks like I made finish. Because blanket and knitting.
Yeah.
What do I have to say about that?
Sorry for that. Okay. So, for me, I have here, I'm doing this one now because I just finished the row, is my Buddy Knit on the Courthouse Steps. I really do need to weave in some of these ends.
Yeah, I haven't gotten very far on that at all. I have to take that out
So
before I forget how to pick up the stitches.
I added several logs. This has kind of been what I wanted to work on just because I felt like adding new yarns, I didn't feel like doing any effort. So this is, once I pick up stitches, there's like zero effort, just knitting. So that's kind of been why I've been wanting to work on this, is like I can knit, but I don't have to think.
Right.
Other than picking up stitches. And as it gets longer, there's, more time in between thinking to pick up stitches.
Right.
So I'm at the point where I have like 80 some stitches between my two end things that are 7. So, because I increased by 14 each time.
I think I did something here again. Let me see here. I did this once before.
But yeah, that's all for this. Just been adding.
It looks like I skipped a stitch here.
Let's see. You just didn't finish your stitch. Wait. Yeah, you just didn't finish your stitch. Sorry.
This is where the expertise comes in.
There, you finished your
Thank
stitch
you.
now.
Sometimes it goes so fast with the regular knitting.
I do it all the time. It just happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me just, now that she's fixed it and got me out of a jam before I got too far down, I'm going to put this aside for now.
I should have let her fix it herself, but
I wouldn't be able to see it.
And this, we're
pressed for time. Let me put this away. Every time I try to fix it, I mess it up. I'm just not very talented with fixing it.
But that's how you learn. I know that's how I learned.
The problem is when I mess it up, then I have to start all over again, and I
can't.
You,
you don't need to. You learn how to.
I never have. I've always had to go back and turn and do it over again. My hands don't like it. Let me see here. That's
Maybe we just see things differently because
I
don't remember how. I don't feel like it took me very long to learn how to drop down and fix.
Yeah,
because I was doing that for cables.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing that.
Well, I think we do see the stitches there.
I have a hard time seeing crochet stitches. I just pull it back. It's just, just, all right.
I don't think it's just a matter of eyesight. I think it's the way
it's the way my brain, it's the way my brain works.
We've discussed this before. There's the different ways we seem to be wired.
In my Silver Shed USA knitting 10-year anniversary bag by the lovely Anne Gander, I think her name is now.
I think it is, yeah.
Is my strawberry shortcake blanket, and this I got a little work done. I think I actually did a little work on this after the podcast. I don't know when, but I think I did. So it is growing a little bit.
Well, Davina had an appointment, didn't she?
Did she?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Oh, she had a dental appointment. So I might have done it during the dental appointment. Was that this past week?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I have to call back the dentist because they called me and they said, I had an appointment the same day that Davina did, and they said, your hygienist is not in the office. Do you want to take XYZ person, or do you want to reschedule? I said I want to reschedule because I have some things with my jaw that she knows about, and I don't want to do it with another person. Say, okay, we'll reschedule. That's no problem. So I haven't heard from him until yesterday, I think it was. I got this, or the day before yesterday, I got this text. You're 14 days past your dental appointment. You need to reschedule. They didn't call me to reschedule. They always call to reschedule when they cancel something. So I need to call.
It might be an automatic message.
It might be. I have to see what I'll say. Call, what's her name? Julie, and find out what's going on. But, so that's kind of weird, but that's just because I was doing this in the...
Yeah. So did you showed it, right?
I think I did. Just a second, I'll finish the stitch.
Yeah.
There we go. It's really pretty, the colors. And I know this has gone on way too long. This is just a Sorabelle adapted. And it's taking much longer than it should because I've been kind of apathetic about doing anything. So, but...
there'll be a point where all of a sudden you'll be on fire and then you'll work on all the things.
All the things, yeah. We'll see what it is. Just But yeah, that's what I have to say about that. It's pretty and it's soft.
So in my Plover Birds on a Wire bag, I think I've only worked a little bit on this because I've been so obsessed with the blankets. This is Mom's Christmas socks, although they'll be finished after Christmas.
That's okay.
I
didn't get to the.
I said part of it is her fault.
That again was apathy. I didn't want to do anything.
Because I would keep asking her. And
I love my little, one of my stellar customers. She, every once in a while, she comes at just the right time and she gives me a little prod. So
I think you'll feel less sympathetic now that you're going to be removing the stress from yourself of having to think of it as a business.
Yeah.
You know, yes, when you're doing business with someone, it's a business, but you don't have to keep the shop at a certain level of, whatever. It's an excuse for dying. It's not the reason for dying.
And that may allow me, instead of doing like advent kits and stuff, I may just do one skein of yarn
that you feel like doing.
In like 3 or 4 colors and put them up as mysteries.
Yeah. Just, it's so you have fun with. The important thing is that you're supposed to be having fun with this.
Yeah.
It's supposed to allow you to play with color, and you've lost that a little bit. But yeah, this is Mom's package.
That's it came without packages.
It came without packages.
It's a Grinch reference.
So, like I said, Dance All Night socks. Actually, I'm not sure if I said that. Basically, it's like leg warmers, but socks.
Which I love leg warmer socks.
And this is the yarn base that they designed the socks with, which is why I've wanted forever to knit the socks in the yarn that it was designed in.
The funny thing is that I've said this. I think when I first gave Talia the yarn, I said on the podcast when she showed it, it doesn't when you put the yarn to soak and do the saturate it with citric acid, water, and all whatever you're going to be doing. This yarn doesn't sink. It doesn't soak it up. You have to push it down. Other yarn just kind of pushes.
Yeah, because I'm looking to see what the difference is, but it's still just 70% superwash, 30% nylon. It's nothing that. All I can think of is it's not a tight twist or anything. So maybe it's just so lofty. I don't know.
I would think that a tight twist would just make it sink faster.
I would think the tight twist would make it heavier almost. I don't know.
No, because you wouldn't get all the water in as quickly.
You see, I was thinking with the loose twist, it's more airy.
Yeah, but also the liquid can get into all those air holes and get more of the material wet faster.
I'm not sure.
This is the way our minds think. Hers think one, my mind thinks the other.
You see that? It's like with a braid. A braid is heavier than a.
But a braid won't get wet as fast as hair that is. It won't get wet all the way through as fast as hair is like this loose.
It doesn't mean necessarily be heavier.
I didn't say it would be heavier. I said it didn't get soaked. And that's when the water gets into it, then it gets heavier.
Well, obviously, I'm borne out by facts.
I don't think so, considering I'm the one who was dyeing the yarn.
But my point is that it rose. It was hard for.
But it's not. I don't know that it's not loftier. I don't know. I don't know why it does. I'm just.
Well,
saying
I know that if you hold the yarn that's not as tightly twisted, and you hold a yarn that is more twisted, the lightly twisted or not twisted is a lot lighter.
It will be for a while, but it will absorb faster because it's open.
Yeah, I can't.
Or it should.
I have a. I'm gonna have to. In my head, I know what.
Well, yeah, I know what I'm saying too, but it's just and it might be that we're saying the same thing in different ways.
Oh no, we're not. We're saying the exact opposite, but that's it for that.
Do I have another one?
Yeah, you have to because I have one more.
Okay.
We did 3.
Let me just stop this one here then. I have a cut on the top of my finger.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
And it's not, the thing that's annoying is I didn't cut myself. It's part of my arthritis.
Yeah.
The psoriatic arthritis. Sometimes the skin just, gets so dry that it cracks a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like pain in the neck. And Dave says to me, drink more. And then he said, wait a minute, you already drink a lot.
Yeah, that's not going to fix an issue with the arthritis.
Let's see here. All right, this is another, let's see, which bag do I have this time? I have an extra bag here. Okay, in my Knitter's Magic blue and white plaid bag. So this is by the same bag maker, I'm pretty sure, because it's Knitter's Magic. Again with the snap. I love this bag. It's not as soft, but I love the material. I saw this material. I picked up a bag for Davina and for Talia, so I can get this one for me.
I think it's called tartan, isn't it?
It's plaid.
Isn't a plaid a tartan? Let's see.
Yes, but not this kind, I don't think. I think that's the Irish and the Scottish.
I know it's Scottish. I'm just not sure what makes it a tartan versus plaid, but go ahead and keep doing what you're doing.
This is my Cherry Bomb shawl project from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Sattel. I'm still in this color because I still haven't wound up the yarn, and I didn't work on this except on the podcast. The only thing I really worked on was that blanket because we did a lot of baking this week. And
we were doing all the Christmas cookies. We mentioned them.
Yeah, we did all. That's why we had to stop the podcast when we did. And when we delivered the cookies and all that, everybody liked them. Nobody was allergic to peanuts, thank God. Or as Ty was saying, darn.
Yes, I was looking forward to maybe having at least one of those cookies.
Well, we can make more of them. That's not a big deal.
No, it's not.
It's not like we don't know what the recipe is. Just have to remember not to burn the bottom of the pan.
Well, yeah, no, I figured out what to do differently this time.
So this is still in my color did I say this was? I lost my tag for it.
Oh, that's your cherry,
The
chocolate cherry.
Chocolate.
No, it's chocolate covered strawberries.
Chocolate strawberries. This is chocolate covered strawberries because I knew it was different than what it should have been. And actually, I like the way it's kind of.
Yeah, no, it's turning out nice.
I usually don't like variegated too much, but that looks nice, and I think it'll be really nice on the shawl. And it's getting to the point now where I'm ready to change colors, but I only have this much left. I might just give the rest of it to Talia so she can use it in her blanket.
Yeah, that works. I was just looking up the difference between plaid and tartan. So plaids, they're tartan-like in their pattern, but are not associated to any clans or family, are not registered, and therefore not recognized as tartans, fall under the category plaids. So they can be very similar, but the tartans have to have some sort of historical association.
A lineage.
Yeah, they have to be connected to specific families, and it sounds like they have to be registered.
Right. And this doesn't even fit in that. This is just a plaid, like a picnic table plaid.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, picnic basket or whatever. Tablecloth.
Yeah, so just that's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so my final one. Didn't do a whole lot of work on this, but I did work on this a little bit. This is my Log Cabin Love. Don't think I'm in the middle. Good, I did finish the row. Okay, so I think I did a couple rows for this. I have several colors to go through, so it's going to be a lot bigger than I initially planned because, darn, I wanted to make it through all these specific colors.
I thought the idea was not to get it caught on your wheels.
No, I still won't get caught on the wheels because of the shape. The problem is the rectangular shape was part of it. Like, it was so much long. It was just an awkward shape. If I had to, this can be doubled fairly easily. But it's not going to be as long as the bed one, even with adding all the different colors.
Oops, I keep dropping my...
So, because I had the blue, the pink, the yellow, and I have an edging one. I might have a purple in there too. So it's like the edging one's not going to be a very thick one. So, and I mean, when you think about it, when I'm saying the pink and the purple, they're not. Well, no, I got the ones that match them. Okay, never mind.
What?
I was saying they'd be possibly across from each other, but when I got purple, I'd have like dark purple, light purple, so it'd be like this, like dark blue, light blue.
Right.
So it is actually building. Because this one's actually planned versus this one. But yeah, that's it for this. Is this?
You know, you used this like 5 times in one sentence.
That's it for this blanket, and I'm going to continue using this. I like the way it's working out. It's become more jewel tone as I've gone forward, and now I am just using the Knit Picks yarn. So nice. They're all within the same. It started out scrappy, and then I changed my mind and had a pattern, like a color design for it. This one is.
Yeah.
But
it's nice. Okay. Yep. All right, so that takes care of projects. I don't think I have anything. I think this other bag is just like holding stuff that I haven't worked on in a while. Let me see. I think this might be my design and progress, and I didn't work on it.
I worked on mine, but I'm not showing it.
This is my design and progress. I haven't had a chance to work on it because I haven't had either the time or the brain power to do that. So,
well, that leads us on to stash enhancement.
Did you have any FOs or?
Oh no.
Let me see here. No graphic art?
No. Not enough that I have to show anyway.
No, me either.
So I'm
Okay.
still working on it.
So we have stash enhancements.
Yes. I think we're going to show the stuff I'm saying. Oh, you want to show yours?
No, that's going to be last.
Okay.
I do want to show this. I'm not going to open the tea. I'm just going to show him the box. So I'm going to just show it to him. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got, this was my mistake purchase. I wanted to see if I could add a coupon, and it checked me out. It wasn't a bad thing. I had some things I wanted to get anyway. I just wasn't going to get it at that particular time necessarily. I thought, maybe I'll wait. Mm-hmm. So it's in here. It's Adagio.
So I initially gone here because I went there this place because there actually were things that I wanted to pick up for you, and the one that I went there for. Where's my needle? This is the one that I went there for. That's the whole reason why.
I love Winnie
and
the
if
Pooh.
you could just show. So that was the whole reason I went and started searching again, and then
So cute.
Then I got lost. I did pick up some things for Davina that she doesn't know about, but the rest because
You gotta keep your voice down because she's over there.
yes, but
I don't think she's back in the back yet.
no, I don't think so. So just gonna start showing. There's a Batman.
No, 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 no.
For some reason, they had him in a Suicide Squad section.
Why?
Well, I mean, there are.
Why does he have something coming out of his head?
So everyone has something coming out of their head.
I think what it is actually a ribbon behind him. but
Yeah,
it-
everyone has their own specific ribbon.
That's funny.
So there he is. One of yours?
Okay, I'm just
Maybe him.
Okay. I love Han Solo. Harrison Ford's Han Solo.
Well, yeah. Because I know some. I looked at some, and one had him with a long coat. I'm like, Han's never worn a long coat. Or if he has, it was like once.
It was in Return of the Jedi, I think.
Oh, you know what? Yes, it was. It was
Yeah.
on Endor.
Yeah.
That's like the only time
He wore it somewhere. I do remember him with a long
I think
coat.
it was on Endor. Because he never really wore it that often. It took me a second, but now that you said it, yes, I believe he wore it on Endor.
Yeah.
I
I
Leia and Luke matched pretty much with what they wore, but Han had to have that.
Han was just
Well, Han's special apparently.
Yeah. Not like Lando special who has to wear a cloak.
Oh no, Lando.
He had to wear a cloak.
Lando's a dude. But this is Leonardo and Monet, and I have a book on each of them, so they will get their own personal bookmarks in their own personal books.
Okay. To go with her theme of doing two at once. This is George Harrison, my favorite
I
Beatle.
couldn't not get you George.
My favorite Beatle. In fact, I saw somebody posted a Bob Dylan concert a few years back, and had all, Tom Petty, all those people. And I'm looking for George Harrison.
Well, the funny thing is
I was not happy till George Harrison showed up.
you opened that and you're like, I think this is Paul, and then you look like, oh no, he's right-handed. It's George. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, Mom, that's weird. But yes, I did.
Well, it's
give
because they made him a little bit rounder faced.
Well, everyone has a rounder face.
And then this is the Abbey Road.
I didn't want to get you the Abbey Road alone one. I wanted,
Yeah.
So
So you got John, Paul, George, and Ringo and George. I forget. I think this is George. I forget what their who didn't have the beard at that point. I can't remember.
well, I don't think George had bare feet.
I thought that was Paul.
I thought it was Paul too.
Yeah. Yeah, they had all kinds of weird things going on about because of this, Paul's dead. And
Exactly. That's what I'm pretty sure that was not George. So next for me is Florence Nightingale.
Oh, that's fun. And I have Mother Teresa. I love Mother Teresa.
I was so excited when I saw that she was in there. It's like, whoa, that's cool.
Saint Mother Teresa Calcutta.
And these, how many do you have left? Okay, so yeah.
And then I have this.
So these three kind of go together. So this is Belle and Beast reading together. Anastasia hugging her puppy. And then Ariel and Eric.
Now I have a 3 and I have a 1, so I either stick with your theme or I do with the 3. What do you want me to do?
The thing, because I'm gonna be doing the thing over here.
Rapunzel, my absolute. Davina asked me one time, Mom, did Rapunzel edge out Belle? It's a really hard choice.
Mm-hmm.
I love Rapunzel, and there are extraneous reasons behind that. I can't. You won't understand because it has to do with the shared story. But
Yeah, but she's hugging her chameleon.
and I love Rapunzel, so.
And I do need to get you to watch Anastasia because I think you'd really enjoy that movie.
Not gonna replace Rapunzel.
Oh no, it's not gonna replace Rapunzel, but I think you'd really enjoy it.
Or
And besides,
Belle.
it's Don Bluth. It's a different.
Yeah.
But yeah, these kind of go together now.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
So this was a buy 4 get 2 free, but first, slightly separate from that deal, I gave Mom a choice of which royal corgi she wanted, and so we each chose the corgi we wanted.
And we actually agreed on the way we wanted it this time.
So I'll put this in my book Courtiers that I'm reading because that fits.
I gotta find out the one that I had for the cooking. Oh, I don't have it yet
Yeah. So then
because bookmarks.
Davina's 2 dog bookmarks are set aside for Christmas, but Mom and I got ours now. So I forget what kind. I think this is some sort of spaniel.
That might be a beagle.
No, Davina has a beagle.
Does she?
Yeah, that's not the right. It's too
Oh
fluffy.
no, it's got fluffy. Yeah,
It's too
I couldn't
fluffy.
see that.
That's some sort of spaniel.
Might be a Springer
S-
with the spots because usually the cockers don't have spots.
yeah. So this is some sort of spaniel.
It could be who it could be? It could be the King Charles.
It might be. So that's a spaniel, and then
Basset.
isn't he cute?
And then I can't decide which one of these is cuter. I love pugs, but I also love Bichons.
Yeah, I grabbed the pug was what actually made me go there
The pugs
because I was like,
with
Mom
Bichon.
has to have a pug.
Pugs and Bichons.
And then I saw the Basset, and I couldn't leave him there. He was giving me sad eyes.
He gives everybody sad.
But like he was particularly sad.
I do have another set because you saw the Eeyore that Talia got me last time.
Oh, that's right. Those other ones came in, and they're the same people. This is the same person.
Eeyore, and Owl.
And
I don't
then-
think I showed this one last time, did I?
I don't think so.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
And it's the same person. She's really sweet, and now that her stuff has come through, I can rate her on Etsy.
Now-
And just so you know, the shop name, it's Booked by Brenda.
She does a really good job.
Yes,
I
she
have
does.
bookmarks waiting to be used.
Mm-hmm.
I must have 3 dozen bookmarks. Well, maybe not quite that many.
I like being able to choose my bookmark based on theme.
I do too. But I have to look on my mood.
Yes.
On my
I
mood.
have to, and then every once in a while, I'll be like, oh, I don't feel like that bookmark anymore. Switch it out.
I have my JMJ one is still my Padre Pio.
Yes, mine too. Well, I also like having the ability because I like to read the footnotes.
Mhm.
Now I can mark my footnotes
Right.
too.
Well, like my Padre Pio, right now I have sticky notes in there, but I could theoretically put different bookmarks in.
Oh yeah, because that's one of the nice things about having so many because they stay in place with the magnets.
I need to get one with Padre Pio.
I haven't been able, but I haven't actually looked. So
Let me see it. Now, this is the thing. I got... Are you done with your... station?
yes, I am.
I forget, somebody said there's a box out there.
I got it out. Mm-hmm.
It's a heavy box. It's from Adagio, and it's addressed to moi. And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, I got my last order. I don't think I ordered anything else in my sleep or otherwise. Maybe somebody, because when Talia was sick, we had somebody order us each a community for the month.
Mm-hmm.
I go, maybe somebody did, but that doesn't feel heavy enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's too heavy for that. And it says fragile on it. Like, what the heck? So, this is the box. When I opened the box, it came in here, along with 2 little snack type things.
Mm-hmm.
What they sent me was not from a person. This was from Adagio for being such a good customer. They sent me,
It's kind of what Craftsy used to do.
yeah, this is a beautiful wooden
Yeah, be
spice
careful
rack.
so nothing comes out.
12 spices. I mean, there's 3 of them that are different kinds of salts, but there's basil and Italian
2 different kinds of
seasoning and
peppercorns.
2 kinds of peppercorn. So things that you could use with cooking and or tea blending.
Yeah, because there's hibiscus in there too.
I went out and looked at it. They don't sell it like this. You have to piece it together. This is a very nice gift.
Dad's gonna mount it for her.
Dad's gonna my husband's gonna mount it for me. It can't. I was like, so I wrote him a thank you note because I mean this is absolutely beyond what I thought. Last year I got something about with shipping to help me with shipping. This year they sent me this. I don't buy a lot necessarily during the year. I have parts of the year where I do buy a lot, like Christmas and
and also
birthdays.
if you design something.
Yeah, if I design something,
And you've done a lot of that.
or Chrissy designed all those, did all those things for me, and I wanted to make sure I purchased them or whatever, and so I will do that. And then of course I have the sugar order coming in and all that, and they show their appreciation for their customers. Adagio is absolutely fabulous. So this is really a nice gift. I'm not going to go into what this cost, only to say that it was a very, nice gift.
And Selfina is their spices,
It's their spices.
attachment.
They have a coffee, I think it's called Ladera, and they have their teas, both the master blends and their regular teas, and then they have the spices, which are Selfina.
If you go to the main Adagio site, it'll show you all their satellite
on the
sites
tabs,
as well.
on the tabs.
Yeah.
So this, if you haven't tried Adagio yet, please go try. It's a wonderful group. People are very friendly, and if you don't know anything about tea, it doesn't matter. They'll make sure you learn.
You'll learn
in a very nice way. And they've got levels of, you can buy samples, you can buy a 3 ounce, and you can buy, like, depending on what it is, an 8 ounce or 5 ounce, whatever it is. And it's very good.
So that finishes Stash But just gonna take a few minutes to add something that Mom and I are doing tomorrow. So we're gonna be trying to do meal prep once a week and freeze part of it if we don't need it right away. But if we only make what the recipe calls for instead of double batches, we'll be able to do multiple things, especially if Davina and Dad are having something we can't have.
Which happens a fair amount of time.
Yeah, and it allows us to try different things. So a lot of these are from all these are from 5 Dinners 1 Hour. I renewed my subscription, which I've done on and off during the years. This is one I've had for a while. Spinach and white bean enchiladas. I haven't had a chance to make it yet. Every time I've mentioned it, Mom's gone, ooh, so we're doing it this time. Just making sure I don't think they've started shopping yet. No, they haven't. Okay. So, then the other one we're doing is brown sugar whole chicken. And what we do is we do the prep ahead of time. The prep is super easy. That's why they call it 5 Dinners 1 Hour. And then we'll cook part of it that day. 2 of them are crock pot recipes. And then we'll spread the other 2 recipes, 1 or 2 recipes, later in the week. Then this is a long-time favorite of mine.
Tomato soup.
The slow cooker tomato basil soup.
I love that.
It's because basil's fresh, it smells so good.
And some of these my husband and my daughter, Davina, will like. I mean, and that's my goal is to have as many of things that we can all eat.
Yeah.
But this is also because I don't think it's fair for my husband and Davina not to be able to have something like clam chowder, because it'll go bad because I can't eat it all, or whatever, or they don't want to make it because we can't eat it.
Yeah.
So what I do, because I can't have a little dairy, is I'm having clam chowder today, but I already told him I can't have it the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So we'll eat some of this.
Yeah. And it gives also options. Some of it doesn't have to be, it can be a second meal, just don't have as much. And we freeze, what we're not doing at that time. So this is for Mom more than anything else, her ham and cheese quiche for breakfast. Now, this will have some gluten because I couldn't find a deep dish.
I'm not going to eat that by myself.
Well, I'll have some too. I won't eat the crust.
Yeah.
But just because I don't like crust. Yeah, so that I don't think I remember to pick up the green onions. So you're not gonna have it. Oh, I might add to the Walmart list. So, and the last thing, this one looks good. I know that Dad's gonna like this one. Slow cooked cranberry brisket. I'm just waiting for my cranberries to come in because Mom's gonna make the cranberry sauce because she has a good cranberry sauce recipe. So that's
Very simple.
That's what she'll be doing during part of my prep stuff. Is
I have to hide it from Daddy because he'll find it. He'll
put
eat
it in my fridge.
Yeah.
Put it in my fridge.
My husband.
Although you won't have to do it right away if I have it with all the meat stuff for all
Well, when are we doing that?
Well, that's a crock pot.
But when are we doing it?
Well, what I could do.
Are we doing it this week?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The 2 crock pot ones I'm starting on the day of because, and then we can freeze what we're not eating right away.
Right.
My plan is to have them all cooked this week. Freeze what we're not going to eat right away.
Now remember, Dad's gonna make pizza for Christmas.
Yeah, so I have a feeling like the meats might get frozen because if you look at these, probably the enchiladas will not be frozen, but like it says for the brown sugar whole chicken, freezable. Same thing for the tomato basil soup. The quiche will be right away. But the brisket is freezable too.
Why would we freeze the soup?
Well, we won't want to. We'll want to eat it right away. But it is freezable if you have, because this is a second meal, so we'll want it. But if, say, someone had, because what I used to do when I went to work is I couldn't eat it all myself, so I would freeze part of it. But I have a feeling we'll freeze the 2 meat dishes unless Dad wants the brisket right away.
Right. And that'll give us a second one, because I make a different brisket. It's a pepper brisket. It's really good. With a cracked pepper.
But if Dad likes it, you might find that you're making cranberry sauce a lot more often.
As long as I can find the cranberries.
Yep. Well, I think the reason why we're short right now is because Thanksgiving just happened.
Well, I think they have seasons.
Well,
I haven't seen cranberries during the year, but I'll check.
Yeah. Well,
I haven't really looked.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for what we're planning for tomorrow. So tomorrow's meal prep, we're gonna be trying to do that.
And getting gifts separated so you can wrap gifts. I mean, that's one of the reasons why you're going to get like maybe half hour, 45-minute podcast just to kind of say hi, Merry Christmas, hi, Happy New Year, because there's just too much going on.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, you probably don't have time to watch an hour video.
Unless you're doing wrapping
gifts, yeah.
But yeah, so you might see a new section add on where we talk about the fact that these are the things we're going to be meal prepping. And then, you might find you want to sign up for 5 dinners 1 hour yourself so you can get some of these recipes. Because it's a subscription, but I've never regretted the subscription.
Yeah, I just went through all my cookbooks, and Mike's going to go do a second go through, but I got rid of a lot because I didn't have any space, and some of the things I wasn't even using. And I have a bunch of magazines that I have to say, is it worth me taking out recipes, or should I keep the whole magazine? Like I found 2 of the Taste of Home Christmas ones, and I'm keeping the whole magazine, even though they're magazines. But others I'm just going to pull out recipes because I don't need all those magazines.
Well, I'm at the point right now that if Dad doesn't want to renew my gluten-free, dairy-free thing, I'm okay with it lapsing because I'm doing the 5 dinners 1 hour. I have trouble keeping up sometimes with the magazines coming in.
Yeah. Well, I think if we can find a way of keeping up with when they do books.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm doing. I go to the commissary, and I go to Martin's, and every once in a while they'll have a Taste of Home book. I like the book better than the magazine. The magazine's got flimsy pages, and
the little one that's 5 ingredient, whatever, that's attached to my gluten-free, dairy-free. That was a book of theirs, and I got it on sale. We have it in our bookshelf. But yeah, that's it for this. Like I said, you'll be seeing a new section that'll be cooking, not necessarily unless there's something extreme that we did. We do substitutions to make it as gluten-free, dairy-free as we possibly can. So when there's more time, sometimes we might talk about substitutions a little bit. It adds a little section also if we don't have a lot of stuff we've worked on. We're trying to do meal prep every week, so at least we'll have that.
This is still predominantly a knitting, crocheting, crafting podcast, but you will, as we evolve, the podcast will evolve.
You're not going to come in the kitchen with us.
No, we probably not, unless it's a special occasion kind of thing, but probably not. It's just it's too problematic for Talia to have the camera set up and then have all the lights and
also not to mention, if I was to do handheld, my arms gets tired really quickly.
Well, we'd have to set it up, and it would be
I couldn't do close-ups or anything. So
okay. The other thing would be if Daddy was filming.
Because my GoPro doesn't work anymore. It actually it's gotten to the point where it can't connect to my phone anymore. It's just too old.
Yeah, Daddy would be good because he knows how to do it. He knows how to do it.
Well, I know how to do the stuff. It's just
no. I mean that he would know how to frame everything while we're doing it.
Yeah.
My husband used to work in video graphics as part of his job.
I've learned a lot about doing stuff just because I've had to for the different podcasts.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if Dad decided to do that for us, because you can't do that kind of thing, he knows exactly what to do. Me, I had you all over. You just see that I'm directionally challenged even on this. It's just, but all right. We want to thank the people who commented either on YouTube or on PHN. And these are the people I saw. I don't know if anybody else might have done it. But want to thank Wendy, who's MacGyver, Looney Hiker, Paula, and Rena. Thank you very, very much. And anyone else who may have commented, please do continue to comment. We are liking them. We comment on them as we get the chance. We always like having you guys comment. It makes us happy to see you there. And we want to wish you all a wonderful, blessed Christmas. Because next Monday is Christmas, so we won't be podcast till after Christmas. So we want to wish you a very blessed last week of Advent, a very blessed Christmas full of safety, family, friends, food, everything that makes you happy. And we hope to see you here for the Fun in the Woman Cave next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast episode. I think it was 582, and that's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.